Hi, my name's Sean Hopkins, and I'm going to give you a quick run through of how we use our customized Keynote, General Keynote tool to connect external data from a spreadsheet. In our case, we use Google Sheets. We just find that it's a great collaboration space, and it's a great place to, as a team, manage data for our project. So what's important is your keys, and everything is mapped into your ArchiCAD by these keys. So as long as those keys don't change, you can shift the rest of the data around as much as you like, and it will map to the key wherever you've placed it in your project. So this is a basic structure that we've set up. You can create whatever coding structure, or cross-reference structure that you want in this, and it can be as long as you want it to be. So in an Excel spreadsheet, you would file save as TXT, tab text. In Google Sheets, you save it as a TSV file. You then have to go into so you want to just download, and you want to go and rename that file to a TXT. So let's just take it all the way back to there and just say .txt. That file is now ready to load into your ArchiCAD. So if we go across to ArchiCAD, we go to our model views, which is Document, Model View Options, and we're pretty much connecting all the information through the BimBakery model view. So once you've activated your solution, you'll be able to go, or your tool, you'll be able to go into your General Keynote interface. And this is where everything's happening. So you can customize information from in here. We advise that you simply just merge or load. So manage the information in a spreadsheet and then just load it in. So we can just go browse. We can have a look for that TXT, and we can really just put the information in. What you want to do then is just lock your model view in, so that the information that you've just put in will be locked in. Okay, so what we're having a look there is we can go to our plan, and we can have a look at the information that has been attached to these objects. Okay, so these are not labels; these are objects. So it's a Keynote, or the General Keynote object that you're placing down, and you're really just writing the key in. So we can go and select any one of those keys that's come from the spreadsheet, and we can set that note. That note is now locked in. Wherever you have this reference, you can shift the data as much as you like in the spreadsheet and map it to this key effectively. So we've set up some favorites. This file is available for you to download and have some fun with. The same will happen with an elevation. So these are just keys or objects that you're placing down. You can go and set any cross-reference, but once it's set, it's locked in, and wherever you shift that information, it will update. So we advise that the General Keynote schedule or object, we advise that you put this on a worksheet, and then that you from your worksheet you put that onto a layout. So all the information will update accordingly. So all this info will change when you're loading the new information. Okay, so what's important about that is to make sure that you have the correct model view associated to the information. So the exciting part about that is you can have as many model view setups as you like, and each model view setup can have different information connected to it. So how you use that in your templates could be a fairly interesting scenario. So let's run a quick example here. So, before we get there, so on this object, there's a little bit of control on the object. You can grab this hotspot, you can stretch it down, or stretch it up, and it will basically just resize itself. You can grab these hotspots to play with the width. Okay, so I'm just going to undo that. And we're going to go in and shift this, this FL1 cross-reference. So we want to go to our spreadsheet, and we want to write on the end of this that this is a test for this demo. So what we're doing is we are downloading that as a TSV file, and if you are in Excel, you can just save it as a TXT. There does seem to be an issue with the Mac version of Excel where ArchiCAD doesn't seem to read the TXT, but from Windows it's fine. You can just use the Google Sheets to manage your information. So we go across to our Finder. We just rename that. Just call it demo. And we go back into ArchiCAD. We go to our model view, into our general note. And what we want to do is load. We'll just overwrite the whole thing because we know that the information is consistent, and we just store that or overwrite that model view. This information will then change. So obviously, wherever you've got that FL1 placed on your documentation, it will all update. So if we go FL1, set note, the information will update. So these objects have a little bit of control. You can change how it's displaying. You can select what you want to display. So you can just add in your notes, and then you can obviously change background, color of pens, and yeah, all of that. Pretty standard control for ArchiCAD, but yeah, so we've matched that. Okay, so have a go with it, and let us know what you think about it, and yeah, take it from there. Thank you. Bye.